So in the previous lessons, we talked about how you can make your site look nice and fancy using the built-in default ways. So that includes adding featured images, changing the color around, adding a little bit of, pizzazz in the form of widgets and all this stuff on the right. And so we got it looking pretty nice, just like this. But what happens when you want a little bit more and it's not included in the theme? That's when you want to use plugins. So WordPress plugins are similar to a lot of plugins on other CMSs, so this is a lesson that is quite useful for most people really trying out any CMS. And plugins essentially extend the functionality of your website. So they make it so you can do lots of things like, I'll show you one plugin that I have is the social media sharing stuff. So right here, if you want to have like a tweet button, which you probably do, and all that stuff, then you can have a plugin that will add that in. And it looks nice no matter what size you make the site, so it just reformats itself, as you can see. So, how do you find a good plugin? First, we're going to start actually with free plugins. So, you can go to wordpress.org, or you can go under your dashboard, and under plugins, you can go to add new. And so here's where you can find basically any kind of good plugin. This is pulling from a listing of WordPress.org plugins. It's the same stuff. It's just easier to do it right from the back end of your site. But I'm going to show you it on WordPress.org just so you can see how many things there are. There's 26,000 plugins, and they've had more than 500 million downloads of those plugins. And these are just the free plugins. So it's pretty impressive. There's definitely some ones that are the most popular that you should check out. So when you go to WordPress.org and click on plugins, click on this most popular link right here, and it tells you a little more about each one. And I would recommend the vast majority of these. They're tried and tested. They've been used by probably 1 million plus websites each. As you can see, these have been downloaded almost 2 million times, and some of them as many as 16 million times. So this one comes installed already with WordPress sites, so that's a little different. But in any case, check out all the popular ones, and let's say there's one in particular we want to use. We're just going to pick Jetpack, which is basically something created by the WordPress folks to add a lot of functionality, like allowing you to have social networking, commenting, and statistics about your site. So we can either do it this way, you can hit on the orange download button and that'll just start downloading, or we can click on the back end of our site and just search Jetpack. And there you go, so it's the same thing, and instead of having to install it from your desktop, you can actually just hit install now. And it says, are you sure you want to install this plugin? We say sure. And this is just a random plugin I chose. We're not actually going to use it, but then you just hit activate plugin. And it says you need to connect it to your WordPress.com account to actually use it. But as you can see, it's already on there and ready to go. So this plugin adds in a little menu item over here on the left, and it walks you through all the many things it can do. So if you're new to WordPress, this is actually a great way to add in a lot of stuff without having to add in 50 different shortcodes. So you can have a contact form, a better search box, some extra widgets, even an infinite scroll, something I think that's pretty cool. They're all free and easy to use, so definitely check out Jetpack and all the other extremely popular plugins. So what happens when you can't quite find the plugin that you want, if it's not on the free ones? Well, then that's when I recommend going to Code Canyon right here. So this is just like Theme Forest, and I have no affiliation with them or anything. I just simply think they have a great, way to find awesome plugins. So we're going to go to Code Canyon and click on WordPress, and I'll just show you the popular items for now. So right here, it tells you some of the popular plugins, and this is a pretty cool slider that is very popular amongst lots of new themes. And you can get everything from a newsletter plugin to an image or photo gallery thing to pricing tables. There's so many really cool premium plugins that you should check out. User profiles and all that good stuff. So just to give you an idea of how powerful it is, I'll click on the slider revolution one here, and we'll click on that. And so this is just a simple plugin that you can create a plugin or create a slider for your website, and it's pretty easy to incorporate into your own site too. So if your current site does not have a slider, which is a bunch of images that do this kind of crazy stuff, then this is a really easy way to do it, and it's only 15 bucks. So as you can see, it does lots of crazy things going all over each other. You can change how it's rotated, all the transitions, all this stuff. It's really pretty wild. So I would definitely check out Slider Revolution and all the other popular plugins over here. Most are like 15 bucks or so. So it'll save you a lot of time. And since this course is about making a website in about an hour, then you are going to love all the time-saving stuff you find here. And again, so I'll show you just some that I've already downloaded. So all you do is you go to your downloads page. We're going to select Code Canyon right here. And that's when you are presented with some of the plugins that you've already bought. So let's just pick this first one. We'll go to Download, All Files and Documentation. So just like on the WordPress.org site, it downloads it right for you, and then you can just go to Add New right here. And instead of searching, we go to Upload, choose File right here, and you hit Install Now, and it will throw it right in there for you. So I may need to format it a little bit different. Okay, I'll show you a quick workaround here. I'm glad this came up actually. So we'll unzip this, and we're now going to click on this package right here. And actually the plugin itself is this .zip, not the .zip that you got originally. So we'll put that on the desktop now and delete the other stuff. So we'll try that again, and I'm sure it'll work this time. So again, we'll go to Upload, and we'll go here, and we will just get the vision.zip, which is the plugin we want. We'll hit Install Now. And it worked. So now you can activate the plugin or just return to the plugins page. So this shows you all the plugins that you have active and inactive. So the little grayed out ones are the inactive ones, but the white ones are the active ones. So I would recommend trying out as many plugins as you want. Some of them may break your theme though, so do it on either a test site or on a site that nobody's looking at yet, which might be the case since you're just building a site right now. But in general, try out a lot of plugins, read reviews, and feel free to do some extra Google searching to find the best plugin you can, because oftentimes there's a premium plugin that can do the job of 3 or 4 different plugins that are free. So it's probably worth your time and effort to just buy something. But then again, you don't have to if money is tight, and I totally understand that. Alright, so you are all set with plugins now. Good luck, and I will see you on the next lesson.